Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Yaritza Baez. I'm a business coach and entrepreneur, and I help aspiring and early stage entrepreneurs start, run, and grow their business through easy to follow systems and solutions that will make your journey and chances of success much easier doing what you love while providing value to others. And today, I want to talk to you about 5 ways to avoid burnout in your business, or whether it's a coaching business or any other type of service base. So the first thing I want to say is that job burnout is a very real thing. I have suffered it in the past, and so whether you work for yourself or for a large company, burnout is real. And so slowly, what happens is over time you start hitting the snooze button, you procrastinate about starting projects, you suffer from writer's block when it comes to creating products, and you don't look forward to coaching calls or client calls depending what service that you provide. In my case, what happened was, again, I was working very intensely that was when I had my first business, and I ended up getting sick, so I have to take time off. And yes, another thing is, you are depleted of all energy, and definitely you start procrastinating and dreading um, doing certain tasks in your business, and even if you work for somebody else. So what happens is it may seem to come suddenly, I hit, but there are easy to miss signs that start slowly and snowball until you question if you still want to be a coach or whichever, is whether it's a virtual assistant or any other service that you provide, because it doesn't just apply to coaches. So no one is immune to this dilemma, and there are ways that you can prevent it from happening. And the number one is interview your coaching prospects carefully. The interview process is crucial because you start weeding out those high maintenance clients and to eliminate those that don't want to do the work. You also get the tire kickers, so it is good. That interview process is very important. Um, they are like what I would call the vampire clients, where they suck the energy out of you. And with their constant complaints, excuses, and questions. And I have clients like that. They're always and it's counterproductive to you, and it's counterproductive to them. So trying to get a handle of that type of clients in an interview process will allow you to reject them right off the back, and up front, and if you have your boundaries, your expectations, you let them know right away. So allowing them to decide if working with you is the right decision for them. That is why it's so important, this interview process. You tell them up front, this is how I work. Do you think you're willing to do this work? Do you think could be a good fit? This is the time where you decide whether you are both a good fit. It's not just for you, but also for the prospect, because there could be a prospect that may not like your style. So that's the moment for them to say, well, no, I'll pass. Thank you very much. Number two is automate, delegate, or eliminate time consuming tasks. Again, because I know that you are either aspiring to be an entrepreneur, start your business, or you are most especially in the early stages of being an entrepreneur. You are in those early, the first steps on your journey. Money could be tight, and so I will say to you to try to automate as much as you can. Once you start generating an income, then I will say right off the back, start delegating. So running your own business alone can be time consuming and stressful. And yes, it could be. I've been there. So not only are you coaching clients, but you are also or servicing clients in any other form. But you are also in charge of the billing, your weekly or monthly newsletter, your social media marketing, and if you attend any real life networking events and product creation, those are things that you still need to do. And believe me, I know that's not the full list. I could tell you that that's not the full list if you're starting out or you're about to start. So taking some of these tasks off your daily to-do list will definitely free up time and eliminate some of the stress. So, for example, one easy example for you to automate is allow your clients to schedule calls using an online scheduling tool. If you have a budget, again, hire a virtual assistant or a bookkeeper. One example is, again, the online scheduling. Use Calendly, Tidycal, Acuity. There's so many out there. Check it out. If you are not able to hire a virtual assistant on a retainer basis, there are places like Fiverr that maybe you could get someone to work maybe 10 hours or on a specific project. That's done and that's it. You free up that time. Again, if you are able to hire a VA can help you streamline your processes. You might also be able to continue to combine, and eliminate some of the tasks that are unnecessary. Because sometimes by you having someone coming in, they can see better what you are doing and they can streamline things in such a way that you could eliminate tools, steps altogether. So that's one of the advantages of automating, delegating, and eliminating time-consuming tasks. That's one of the things where I really go in with clients and coach them how to go about that. Number 3, I will say, is to plan your days as essential. If you want to get work done, if you want to be, if you want to be productive, that's one thing you got to do. So use time blocking or the Pomodoro technique, and I will go to the extent to say use both method to focus on your projects during each day. At the end of the day, you will be creating a list for the following day. I want to tell you, and I will say more at the end of this video, is that one of the, I still use blocking time. That's how I schedule my work. My actual work time is in block of time in my calendar. I also use the Pomodoro technique. It was very helpful when I started to implement the Pomodoro technique because I was depleted of all energy. I would work non-stop, and what happens is that I still had things to do in my day, but I didn't feel like doing them anymore, and it's because I never stopped. So again, applying the Pomodoro technique is very useful. I'll be talking about the Pomodoro technique and time blocking and other things to improve your productivity and you manage your time effectively in a live training. So stay at the end because I will be telling you all about it. Also, writing a journal about negative events that happen and how you can handle them better in the future. And I find journaling extremely helpful because those those things that frustrate you in your business, if you write it down, once you take it off your chest, off your mind, and then you can actually write how you will go about it the next time. How can you improve? And that's how if I find journaling to be so helpful in that area. So try to make journaling a daily practice or at least a weekly practice if you can. Knowing exactly what you have to do the next day allows you to leave work at the office, even if it's just closing the door in one room in your house, and enjoy the evening with family and friends without having to worry about it. And that is one of the things, again, that I apply in my business. I happen to have a designated room in my house, or where, where I is my home office, and when that I close that door about 5 p.m., I'm done for the day, but I know exactly what I'll be doing the next day. Number 4 is to calculate your prices wisely. When you pull random numbers out of thin air and they sound good to you, chances are that you are underpricing yourself and devaluating your services. You're underpricing that time for when you work one-on-one. And if you happen to let an energy vampire slip through onto your client calendar, you will quickly start to uh, resent them, because they are, they underpay you, and you will feel like you are losing money every time you talk to them. So make sure that you price your services wisely. Take care of yourself. Lastly, number 5. Self-care is very important when running a business, because if you are out sick and there is no one, there is no one else to take over, unless you start building a team, and that will be further down the road. A simple thing like going to bed an hour earlier can help you wake up feeling refreshed. Unplug from electronics at least 2 hours before you go to bed, so you allow your brain to slow down. I find that very helpful. Daily exercise to me is essential. It's vital. And water intake even more. So it's also important to flush out any germs and to keep your body healthy and flexible. And it may sound a bit out there, but it does help. It makes a difference. Having a healthy eating habits are also very important. You can read a lot about it. There is a lot of information on that everywhere. So basically, to finish this video, is I wanted to say that burnout doesn't have to be inevitable. Get proactive by following the steps that I show you here, and learn how to relax and enjoy the special moments in life. Because at the end of the day, you are in business for a specific reason. You have a why for starting your business, and probably is because you want a better lifestyle. So keep that in mind. Okay, thank you so much for watching. And as I said earlier, next Wednesday on April 21st, I'll be offering a live training in my community, the Pocket Book to Business Success, on Facebook, and it's at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. This is in my community. This is where I share more business building tips and strategies. Again, if you are not able to make it live, you can always watch the replay. But I encourage you to join. It will be very good, because I'll be sharing my best tips for increasing your productivity, manage your time effectively, so you can get more done in less time. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you would like to see more, and subscribe to my channel. Okay. Again, the button, the Facebook icon is at the top at the cover, so you can join my community. And it's gonna be also, the link will be in the comments below. Thank you so much. Bye bye.